Now on CoastTV News.
The Ocean City Convention Center may be seeing some upgrades. What could be coming to the facility on the Worcester County coast?
We're looking at a race that could change the Sussex County Council.
New information on yesterday's Bethany Beach crash. What Delaware State Police are telling us.
Well, today we dealt with mostly cloudy skies across the peninsula today, tracking more clouds and the threat for some showers into your weekend. I have the latest timing of that rain as a taste of fall arrives.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Ocean City's big spending plans for the future of the town. Good evening. I'm Christina D. Robertus in for Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Matt Pensink. Charlie Sakaitis is off tonight, and welcome to our News at 5. And we begin tonight in Ocean City and the possibility of the convention center there having big improvements.
But that does not come without a price tag. The Ocean City Council will discuss Monday whether or not they should go through with the renovation plans to this center. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us what those improvements might look like and how much they would cost.
The convention center is one of the hot spots here in Ocean City. People from around the country come to this building for events, and Michael Cahill is no exception.
I'm down here next week is Bike Week. I'm here this week for a convention. There's concerts, there's other events that happen right here, and without the convention center, you wouldn't have a place to hold those big events.
With events happening throughout the year, such as the Ocean City Car Show and Boat Event, upgrades to make experiences better are being considered. The Ocean City Council are looking to put over $3 million into the center, but where will the money go towards? After talking to the Ocean City Council, they told CoastTV that the money would go towards a new generator, small improvements, but mainly the replacement of the roof. The town will use general obligation bonds of fiscal year 2025 to cover the costs of the project, and will decide Monday on whether or not to move forward with the plans. With people constantly using the convention center, Cahill thinks it's a no-brainer.
Anytime you do a roof on any building, it adds value. And it's there for safety, stops leaks and that kind of stuff from, different weather events, rain, snow, so forth.
If the Ocean City Council decides to approve the project, then the first reading of the bond ordinance will be September 16th. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
And another project Ocean City is considering is improving the golf course clubhouse, which would cost $1.2 million. Ocean City has many projects and considerations in the works, so stay tuned for updates on those possible improvements.
In Milford, the police department there continuing to search for a truck that was involved in a hit and run last week. This happened on August 27th. It was around 11 p.m. at the intersection in a parking lot on Clark Avenue. And if you look at your screen, you can see a red tow truck. This is what police are searching for. Enter the parking lot, and according to Milford Police, the truck crashed into several oil ventilation pipes and parking signs. This caused what is being termed as significant damage. All right, we're taking a live look now into Cambridge. Calm water, blue skies near the banks of the Choptank River as we bring in Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams for First Alert Weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening to you, Matthew, my dear friend. As we continue to enjoy an enjoyable day, our Bay Health camera is indicating just how much blue sky real estate we'll get a chance to enjoy, and that's the rule of today. Now, no promises like that for Saturday. Saturday is not looking like such a great day, but Sunday is looking quite promising as well. 78 degrees right now in Dover. We'll drop down to 70 degrees even with partly cloudy skies at 8 o'clock. Here's where we stand right now with our live radar. You can see we see a mixture of sunshine and cloud cover, a little bit thicker cloud cover right off of the water. And we have a cold front that's going to begin to approach us. And it is from this front from whence our concern for Saturday sogginess, which will be spawned. Now, we'll talk more about that coming up in a full forecast. But until then, back to you, Christina.
Paul, thank you. Well, the Lewis Parks and Recreation Commission would like to know how people feel about outdoor recreation at Great Marsh Park, which is home to the Lewis Unleashed Dog Park and the location of the Lewis Community Garden. The commission is reaching out for comments, input, and requests about the concept plan, and they say it's recommended to review the Great Marsh Park conceptual plan from October 2022 before answering the survey, and the surveys will be accepted until September 30th.
On your screen right now, it's what's left from that head-on crash yesterday on Route 1 in Bethany Beach. Coast TV asked LDOT if this crash would cause a median to be put between north and southbound there in Bethany Beach. They said, quote, there are no plans for a median in this area at this time, unquote, but people in Bethany Beach say car accidents happen way too often.
We see people just going really, really fast. Up and down here, and there's been so many accidents.
And Delaware State Police say the driver of the Honda is in serious but stable condition and that charges are pending. This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what safety improvement would reduce highway crashes the most. So let's take a look at the results so far.
Well, so far, 76% of you say more police patrols, 18% say more guardrails, 4% say stricter speed limits. The lowest answer here is better lighting. So more police patrols looks like the winner so far. If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Just head to the Coast TV news app or our website, and we'll have some updated results a bit later in the show. "60 days out from Election Day, and former President Trump is making an appearance in an appeals court, hoping to cut down a $5 million judgment for being liable for sexually abusing writer E. Jean Carroll. A New York judge announcing today that sentencing in the Stormy Daniels hush money case has been pushed until after the election. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how this comes as Vice President Kamala Harris preps for the debate just 4 days away.
For the second day in a row, former President Trump's legal battles overshadowing the campaign as a New York judge delayed sentencing for Mr. Trump's felony hush money conviction for falsifying business records until after the November election, in, quote, the interests of justice.
He cannot say that any type of decision made with regard to the sentencing is going to influence the election.
That after the former president appeared in court to appeal his guilty verdict in a separate civil case that found him liable for sexually abusing and defaming writer E. Jean Carroll.
It's so false. It's a made-up, fabricated story.
Former President Trump addressed reporters for nearly an hour without taking questions and without evidence claimed the legal cases against him are election interference. His attorneys argue the Carroll verdict should be thrown out.
It's very clear that there was error in the admission of the propensity evidence.
Saying the judge improperly allowed in evidence, including about 2 other women's claims that Mr. Trump assaulted them and the infamous Access Hollywood tape, which Carroll's lawyer argued should be viewed as a confession of touching women without their consent. A 3-judge appeals panel will rule later. Former President Trump then heading to North Carolina to address the Fraternal Order of Police, talking crime, as Vice President Harris focused on the economy in a Univision radio interview.
Teachers and nurses and firefighters should not be paying more in taxes than the richest people in our country.
She's in Pennsylvania prepping for next week's critical debate. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign increased its blistering fundraising pace last month, bringing in $361 million in August. So that tops the $130 million raised by Donald Trump's campaign. It also underscores how much Harris's historic and late-breaking candidacy has energized donors and transformed the 2024 race. If this rate continues, the Harris campaign could collect over $1 billion in the shortened campaign window between late July and Election Day. Harris has already raised over $615 million.
The Delaware primary election, it is just 4 days away, and tonight we look at the Republican race for Sussex County District 2. Incumbent Cindy Green is seeking a second term. She's being challenged by former Woodbridge School Board member Steve McCarron. In a recent conversation with Coast TV, both gave their policy on taxes.
Nobody knows what the future will hold. Nobody knows what the future demands will be. At this time, I don't see a need for tax increases.
So I'm not going to vote for a tax increase.
Now, early voting in Delaware ends on Sunday. Primary election day, that is Tuesday, September 10th. Still to come, summer 2024. It sets a new benchmark. We look at the global heat records that were broken.
Indeed, and we've been a little bit cooler, but keep in mind, we're looking for scattered showers on Saturday, but some sunshine on Sunday and Monday. In Cambridge, Crisfield, the same situation, but it's just going to be a little cloudy and soggy for Saturday.
Art lovers, chocolate lovers, and pet lovers, there's something for everyone to do this weekend, so stay tuned for your cool things to do.
Delaware needs campaign finance reform like HB 292. So why is Bethany Hall Long silent? Maybe because she broke the law. An investigation by a former FBI chief confirms Hall Long paid herself nearly $300,000 from her campaign, then falsified records and lied about doing an audit. Tell Bethany Hall Long to support campaign finance reform bill HB 292. Paid for by Change Can't Wait PAC. Learn more about Change Can't Wait PAC at elections.delaware.gov.
Don't miss your big shot at huge winning with Ocean Down's Red Cup Riches. Every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday in September, 5 Club Ocean members will be selected each hour to play supersized Pong to win free play. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Since 1964, Tidewater Utilities has been providing high-quality water service that's essential to public health and quality of life. The Tidewater team are local, trusted experts who are continuously investing in infrastructure and monitoring water quality to ensure it meets the highest standards. We're in your community, making sure water is there when you need it. I'm Bruce Patrick, president of Tidewater Utilities. Thank you for helping make Tidewater Southern Delaware's premier water company for over 60 years. We look forward to continuing to serve you.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Now, whether you're craving chocolate, hunting for art, or looking for a new pet, there are plenty of events and activities to be part of. It's time to lock in your weekend plans, and Christina has your cool things to do.
From sweet treats to cultural beats, there's plenty to do this weekend. Check out all that makes Delmarva a great place to live at the Shore Living Expo on Saturday. The event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. It's from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. And satisfy your sweet tooth and taste some homemade chocolate in Cape Henlopen State Park from 1 to 4 Saturday. Proceeds benefit the Friends of Cape Henlopen and nature programs for students. Looking for a new furry family member? Brandywine Valley SPCA is waiving adoption fees at all of its locations for the annual Clear the Shelters event. Celebrate history and culture at the annual Nanticoke Indian Powwow on Saturday and Sunday in Milton. The 2-day event will include traditional music, dance, and Native American crafts and food. And hit the Bethany Beach Boardwalk Saturday for the annual Arts Festival. More than 100 artists will be showcasing and selling their art from 10 to 5. For event schedules, tickets, and more, go to our website and click on the Cool Things to Do tab.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
There's no issue where politicians, Republicans and Democrats, have failed more than immigration. A crisis at the southern border, drugs flooding our communities. We need leaders who reject toxic politics and get stuff done. Larry Hogan knows how to get results. In the Senate, Hogan will be the key independent swing vote to secure our border and fix the broken immigration system. He's a proven leader. Larry Hogan for Maryland.
I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message.
Brian was injured in an accident. He wasn't sure how he would get a lawyer because he was out of work and had no income and didn't know how he'd pay. But Brian called us. We took his case on a contingent fee basis. He didn't pay 1 penny until he got his settlement. Lesson of the story, if you've been injured in an accident, you may be able to hire a lawyer now but pay later. Folks, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
Carrington Raceway and Casino and Bet Rivers have come together to give you Delaware's must-play online casino and sportsbook, featuring hundreds of exciting slots and table games. Plus, with non-stop sports betting action, you'll know you're where winners play. Sign up now and we'll cover 24 hours of casino losses up to $250, or get a second chance sports bet up to $250. Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino. It's where winners play. Download the app today.
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corner of Route 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
This is what it feels like to win The Voice.
When we talk about country, I know what I'm talking about. Oh, Canada.
Wrong country.
Oh, hail the Queen.
The Voice, new September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
You want to change how your patients see the world.
I want to change how the world sees my patients.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
I sure hope you've enjoyed this wonderful week of gorgeous fall-like weather, because Saturday we're going to have just a brief reality check. Then we're going to go back to that crazy, beautiful sunshine by Sunday. Our Gateway Subaru camera showing the waves in Ocean City. You can see this is at people. You can see the scale there with the waves. Waves a little bit on the aggressive side, so let's be careful. We do have concerns about rip currents pulling people out as a result of things that are happening underneath the surface of the water. Please be mindful of that. They're so subtle and so dangerous. Now, we'll drop to 70 degrees with partly cloudy skies by the 8 o'clock hour. Here's where we stand right now, in the 70s. Now, a little warmer in Seaford at 78 degrees, but much cooler along the coast, 75 in Lewis, but 71 right along the entire Sussex County line. 73 degrees currently for us actually in Ocean City. Now, we measure that against the dew point temperature. Now, this is a measurement of the moisture content in the atmosphere, and so it kind of gives us a feel as to what's happening when you have a front on the way. Whenever we show you these dew points, I'm going to give you the cheat code, okay? Whenever we show you the dew point temperatures, we're talking about, here comes the rain again, and we're not talking about that 80s hit either. So rip current statement is active along the entire coast for us. This is what we're talking about, and the concern for the rip currents is active until 8 o'clock. It might be extended, so we'll keep a monitoring eye on that. That reaches all the way down towards Chincoteague, along with a beach statement indicating we're concerned about some erosion. Small craft advisory also still active. So we're talking about gusty winds until Saturday morning of about 25 miles per hour. That's why that water caught my eye so much as far as taking a live look at what's happening on the Ocean City beach. So we have a mixture of sunshine and cloud cover throughout right now. And here comes the cold front. That's the storm or the rainmaker. With the dew point temperatures bubbling in the 60s and this cold front pushing through, that makes for a combination of a classic summer storm. By the way, are you ready for some high school football? Grr is what the script says in front of me, grr. All right, so anyway, listen, by kickoff, 78, 10 degrees cooler by halftime, and by the fourth quarter, as you're driving safely home, being mindful of the kids in the street, we're looking at 66 degrees. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Overnight temperatures in the 60s. Now, quickly, Shore Living Expo is going to be tomorrow from 10 to 4. It'll be an inside opportunity to enjoy yourself. But remember, we'll have a chance of rain starting at 1 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. So we're looking for afternoon showers. So we talk about that. Temperatures in the 80s, but still below the norm for this time of the year. In the near 80s or slightly below and above over towards Cambridge. And we're looking for the same to our south. You see scattered showers where it's going into Saturday. Saturday afternoon, scattered showers popping through. Then we see pops of rain just throughout the entire general area as a whole, and then we're looking at high pressure that's going to sweep down to the south going into next week. So cloudy on Saturday as we go up along the shore, as we get ready to round this off. We're looking for that rain for Saturday in Ocean City and Fenwick Island, but total sunshine Sunday and Monday. Same holds true for us for Lewis and Rehoboth. So let's recap quickly. Cloudy for tonight, 65. Saturday's going to be a bit soggy, and 79, then 73 with a taste of fall, but a crisp feel. in the air. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling, the extended forecast. Sunshine next week.
All right, thanks, Paul. Hey, it may not have felt like it this week, but according to some scientists, the summer of 2024, it's on track to be the hottest year in recorded history. These scientists claim this summer season broke global heat records for the second year in a row, and according to their data, summer in the northern hemisphere between June and August was the hottest since 1940. Summer season typically ends with the autumnal equinox, which is on September 22nd.
And all eyes are on the Eagles' unique season opener tonight. The Philadelphia Eagles will begin their season abroad, taking on the Green Bay Packers in Brazil, starting at 8:15 p.m. And fans should note that this game will be broadcast exclusively on the streaming service Peacock. CoastTV has no decision in the airing of this game on our station.
That's tonight, Christina. We move to Sunday and the primetime game that can be seen here on Coast TV. The Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams, and coverage on Coast TV begins at 7 p.m.
Well, coming up this weekend, the Shore Living Expo. Paul mentioned it already, but one more reminder for you. The event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. It takes place Saturday, September 7th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center from 10 to 4.
Still ahead, gas prices dropped to a 6-month low. We have how that figures here on Delmarva. Stay with us on Coast TV News at 5.
There's still lots of great weather left to enjoy a new deck and a vacation.
With Paul Davis, you can have both. Our composite decking looks great. It won't fade, curl, or rot, so it's maintenance-free and comes with our lifetime warranty.
Paul Davis will bring the showroom to you, take measurements, and give you a down-to-the-penny price that same day. And that vacation?
We'll give you that, too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2. Call today for a free same-day estimate.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
When MAGA extremists took away our rights,
Kyle Evans Gay took action.
Kyle fought for her daughters and ours in the state Senate, delivering the strongest abortion protections in Delaware history.
She took on the NRA to ban assault weapons and protect our communities.
Led on securing our vote and our democracy.
I'm Kyle Evans Gay, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor because a new generation will champion reproductive freedom and fight for our families. Let's do this, Delaware.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
I know in a world of social media, people are judged first for their looks, and it can affect your self-esteem.
We have those confidence and self-esteem issues.
And they're trying to find that special person that they want to spend the rest of their life with.
I was always pretty self-conscious about my smile.
I wanted to feel confident and look good going into college, and Tillman Orthodontics really made that possible.
My smile looks the way it looks because of Tillman Orthodontics.
It's never too late. Let's get started.
I love my smile. I love it.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consult.
Son, your house looks and smells great. I finally took your advice, Dad. Dry Zone was professional, fast, and reasonably priced. Just like I said. Yes, Dad. They fixed up our crawl space, so no more buckling, cracking, or musty odors. Like I said. Yes, Dad, like you said. Dry Zone, they're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
The U.S. labor market picked back up in August after a surprisingly weak jobs report the month before. According to data released Friday by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, employers added an estimated 142,000 jobs last month, and that marks stronger growth than July's worrisome low number of 89,000 jobs. Job gains in August inched the unemployment rate down from 4.3% to 4.2%, and the month's total is lower than what economists expected, but it is in line with the job growth seen during the past 3 months.
Check this out. We have some good news for drivers heading into the weekend. You will likely be paying less for gas. On Thursday, prices in the U.S. fell to a 6-month low of $3.31 a gallon. And according to AAA, that's down 50 cents from last year. Today, the average in Delaware, $3.15. In Maryland, it is $3.22. And some financial experts are predicting 9 states will drop below $3 a gallon in the next 2 weeks.
Well, on Thursday, China's foreign ministry announced it is ending most foreign adoptions of Chinese children. The announcement puts hundreds of American and other foreign families with pending applications in limbo. The only exceptions will be for foreigners adopting the children or stepchildren of blood relatives in China. Now, for decades, China only allowed couples to have one child, forcing many families to abandon children. But to slow down a falling birth rate, the government announced in 2015 it would allow married couples to have 2 children. We'll be right back.
What could you do with your new Amish tradesman pole building?
A garage, workshop, pool house, office, in-law suite, or just a big old toy box. The Amish Tradesman provides free custom 3D design to reflect your vision, built with Amish quality. For nearly 20 years, our Amish crew continues to operate in southern Delaware, where we live, work, and worship. Call us today to set up your free design consultation at 302-349-5550 or get inspired online at theamishtradesman.com.
Hey, welcome to Poppy's Tacos. There's plenty of space for you and all of your friends. The menu is packed with real deal Mexican eats. Build your own tacos are always a fan favorite. Authentic short rib is my choice. The fajitas are steaming and the smothered burritos are killer. We're open 363 days a year, so come pull up a chair. Poppy's, there's always a fiesta on 15th Street.
The Toyota RAV4 legacy is earned as the best-selling SUV in America. Designed with the capabilities and comfort to tame the trail or road. Right now, get a RAV4 with low 3.99% APR. This is my legacy. Toyota, let's go places.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
The work we do at Delaware Electric Cooperative is driven by one goal, providing our members with the most affordable and reliable power possible. The co-op is committed to maintaining and improving our system through the use of innovative technologies. Our Beat the Peak program helps keep rates affordable when the cost to produce power is highest. Each year, we give back capital credits to our members as a return on their investment in us. At DEC, members matter most. And that's why we keep the lights on.
Gutter helmet camera, looking cloudy, temperatures in the upper 60s by 8 o'clock. Now, our 5-day UV index, sponsored by Ocean City, will be at a 5 Saturday because it's going to be so cloudy and rainy, but we'll jump up to 8 for us on Sunday and for Monday. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, let's take a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Okay, so it's going to be soggy Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. But after that, we'll break you off a good deal of sunshine for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, here's the interesting thing. We're going to push the temperatures back to the norm for this time of the year for just a smidgen of time before we start dropping into that fall pattern.
Paul, thank you. And thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
And for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we will see you later for Coast TV News at 6. And until then, have a great Friday night, everybody.